What's going on, Cancerian Massive? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you another read for June 2020. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season and enjoying Cancer season as a whole. I do want to thank you for your love and support, and if you need a reading from me, don't worry. The readings are listed down below, the types of readings that I offer. Numbers 2, 3, and 4 are going to be 50% off if you have a Cancer North Node, Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, well, Rising is ascending, and Venus. Alright, so all throughout Cancer season, if you got those placements, hit me up. You'll get 50% off of your readings. Readings numbers 2, 3, and 4 only. Okay, so let's see what we got going on for you guys. This is a general read. It's not going to resonate with every Cancer or every Cancer placement that you have. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Cross watchers, you know, you may need to switch the roles. Cancerian Massive may need to switch the roles, but don't try to make it fit. Take what does, leave the rest. All right, let's see what we got here for Cancer. Oh, I need to shout out my girl NJ Moy. NJ sent us this deck for us to use. This is the what is it called? Hold on. I thought I had the box right here. Oh man, the Mystic. Hold on, I gotta get this for her. Hold on. All right, so NJ Moy, she donated this deck to the channel so that we can use this. This is the Mystic Monday Tarot. So shout out to NJ Moy. She's a Scorpio Sun, Taurus Moon, Gemini Rising. So shout out to NJ. Thank you so much. This deck is amazing. Wait till you guys see the colors. You may have seen other tarot card readers use it, but now we're going to incorporate this in our channel for us. Alright, so let's see what's up. Alright, so what's the current situation for my Cancerian Massive? What's the current situation for Cancer? What messages do you have for Cancer? I hope you guys are staying cool. It's hot. It is hot where I'm at. Definitely. So I got the fan blowing, so I know some of you like the Tibetan wind, the Tibetan singing bowls that I play in the background, so you may not hear it as much because of the fan, but I have a very quiet fan. It's pretty quiet. Alright, anyway, Cancerian. Can I get something to pop out for Cancerian for the current situation? Tell me what's going on with my Cancerian Massive, please. Alright. Too many. What's going on with Cancer? Cancer, you ain't talking. You're pretty private anyway. That's Cancerian native anyway. They're very private, low-key. They keep their personal lives and their personal business to themselves. A lot of us can incorporate that energy. Some of us talk too much about what's going on around us and in our personal home. We can learn a lot from Cancers in reference to being private and keeping things to yourself until it's willing, until it's time to come out. Especially your goals and your aspirations. So we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this is what's going on with Cancerian Massives right now. This is the current energy. I'll show you the card up right here. Beautiful, colorful deck. So Ten of Wands came out in reverse as the current situation. So with the Ten of Wands here, this wand energy, this is fire energy, okay? This is Sagittarius energy, to be quite honest. And it's Saturn and Sagittarius. Saturn is in retrograde right now. Saturn is all about discipline. It's all about routines. It's all about authority, and it has to do with the government as well, but it's all about, this card here is all about letting go of a routine or a pattern that you had in place that's no longer serving you. So it was very stressful for you, so this is something that you can no longer continue or keep going. So that's what Saturn does in retrograde. Saturn makes you look at the patterns and routines that you've been doing, and it says to you when it goes into retrograde, this is no longer working. Drop this pattern and routine that you got yourself settled into and change it moving forward, because the change is what's going to the change in this pattern and routine is what's going to be best for you. You can no longer do things the way you did them. There's an evolution Even in your routines and patterns, you have to change. Some of us don't like change. It's very difficult for us to deal with. But this is why Father Time, who is Saturn, is here, letting us know when we need to change. Okay? Other than that, we would never change. So there's some change that has to go on with you, Cancer. And whatever it is going to be beneficial to you, because you're going to be dropping a lot of burdens. I mean, look at how she's bent over with these burdens on her back. Okay? This is very stressful. And it's time for you to let that go. Let's see what the challenge is in you letting go of this burden, this frustration. All right? It's something that is just holding you back. It no longer serves you. So what is the challenge in letting go of this pattern, or this routine, or this method of discipline that you have put in place? What's the challenge in getting rid of it and letting it go and moving on from it? Why is it difficult for Cancer to let it go? It's very difficult for you to let it go because you let it go on for a long time. You know, 10 of Wands is about completion. You got to the number 10. So this has been going on for a while for you, Cancer. For some of you, could have been going on for a few weeks. Could have been going on since Sagittarius season last year. All right? What's the challenge? All right? The card that popped out came out, which is the Tower. See? This is what the challenge is. The challenge is the fact that you know this is a burden, Cancer, but for whatever reason, you've been ignoring the intuitive nudges that you've been getting, telling you that this is a challenge and that you need to let it go. It's like you were determined to do what it was that you wanted to do despite the universe's warnings. And so as a result, the universe came in and said, here's a Tower moment, and you're still, now it's like now you're to the point where you let it go. Okay, the universe had to come in and tell you, hey, enough's enough. And this is Aries energy. So when this comes in, you know, it may throw a monkey wrench in your plans and everything that you had going on. But this was a plan that the universe did not want you to continue with. You know, and you were ignoring the intuitive nudges the universe was giving you, telling you that, no, I don't want you to go this way. Or no, I don't want you dealing with this person anymore. Or no, I don't want you behaving in this way anymore. Or going to this place anymore. Whatever it was. And you know, if you think about it, because you're very intuitive, you'll know, in retrospect, looking back at the situation, what was it that I was supposed to let go? And why did I keep, you know, the question is, why did I keep going with it? Okay, we got Hermit underneath. So now you're in deep reflection. Okay, with the Hermit energy here, trying to figure out, why did I keep going with this? You know, why didn't I ignore this? Why did I ignore the signs that the universe was giving me when the universe was telling me that I should have let this go? All right, so that's what you're going to have to question yourself about. Now, let's see what your spirit guides, guardian angels, and higher self want you to keep in mind. All right, so we have 7 of Wands in reverse. See, they want you to let this go. The 7 of Wands, if you look at it in the upright, this is someone who's fighting for something. Okay, they're fighting for something. They're defending something. They could be defending themselves. It could be an idea, a view, an opinion, a mentality, a routine. You could have been defending these things, and the universe is saying, no, let it go. So the universe has been giving you these messages. It's just you know, you want what you want, and we all get into this situation sometimes where we want what we want. And as a result of that, you know, we fight for something despite what our higher self is telling us, despite what our instincts are telling us, despite what the pushback is that we're getting when we're trying to move forward with it. All right, so we got the 7 of Swords in reverse. So somebody was caught out there. Okay, or somebody realized that something was not, you know, that someone was not working for them. Okay, and maybe somebody wants to apologize. Maybe this is a situation where this was a person that you were dealing with, and they stressed you out so much, and the universe was telling you through all that stress that you need to let this go. And then what happened was a Tower moment came in where you had no choice but to stop fighting for this. All right, and it could be because you caught this person out there doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. But this could also be your mindset as well. Okay, you changing your mindset, because swords are all about the thought process. All right, and so with the 7 of Swords in reverse here, maybe you realize the way you were looking at the situation wasn't in your best interest. Okay, so maybe you come to that conclusion now. Now let's see where your head is at. we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, another completion card, another 10. All right, so yeah, the thought process behind this is to the point where it's like you realize now that this was not in your best interest. And again, this could be you in the way you were looking at the situation. Okay, or maybe it was someone in the way they treated you, but you tried to give them a second chance. Okay, maybe you were giving someone more than one chance, or more than 2 or 3 I mean 10. You've given them a lot of chances. Okay, if this is a person. All right, but if this is a thought process or ideology or a mentality, it's like you kept trying to go with that mentality when the universe was telling you, no, it's not right. It's not working. So with the Five of Cups underneath the deck here is you mourning the loss of a situation. Okay, it's something that you are emotionally attached to, but you have other things to tend to. So, you know, if this is a person that you're mourning the loss of, or a relationship, then what's going to happen is someone else is going to come in, or you may have children by this person that you have to take care of now. So you're mourning the loss of the current relationship, but you still have a connection to this person. You have children to take care of. Okay, if this is a relationship. But like if this is a job, you know, maybe it's or a business proposition, you know, maybe it was too much stress. And so you were trying to work on it, trying to be a team player, and everything in you was telling you, no, go the other way. But you didn't want to let down the group, or you didn't want to let down whoever else was involved, so you kept fighting for it. And then it just got to the point where you just couldn't take it anymore with the Ten of Swords. All right? So let's see what the outcome is for you. What's the outcome for Cancer here? All right, I'm not going to take them because there's more than one. What's the outcome for Cancer in this situation? What's the outcome for Cancer in this situation? Okay, so we have the Magician, Gemini energy. Okay, Mercury is currently in retrograde now. Okay, so with the Magician energy here, this is all about communication. Okay, this is all about processing what happened, all of this. Okay, because not only is it about communication with Mercury energy, it's all about how you look at things, your mentality towards it. You with the Saturn in retrograde energy here with the Ten of Wands, it's Saturn in Sagittarius, and it's in reverse here. This is saying, okay, you need to change your course. Okay, change course. So it looks like you changed course with the Ten of Wands in reverse here. Okay, taking a break from something or letting it go, you know, and then, you know, the challenge is the fact that, you know, the universe is saying no, and you're ignoring that. Okay, and with your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors, they're telling you, put down the fight. Stop fighting for this. Stop trying to protect this. Stop trying to guard this. Stop trying to defend this, whether it's a person, a place or thing, or a mentality, ideal, or, you know, a thought process. All right, so now you're reevaluating it. Now you're looking at it and you're like, okay, I should have put that down. That's what I'm supposed to do. So what I got as far as the overall energy under the deck, we got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you weren't listening to your intuition. This Eight of Swords in the upright, to me, this card is all about intuition. Okay, because you see here, and this is why I call it the intuition card. Her eyes are covered. Her hands are tied. I don't know if you can see the tie there. Her hands are tied. But yet these swords represent thoughts that are coming to her. The thoughts that are coming to her are surrounding her. So when, you know, when it comes to your intuition, when something is nudging you, it's like, damn, what is it? Something is not right, right? You think something's not right. You can't see it. That's why the eyes are tied. And you can't tangibly touch it. But you know something's not right. And so this is what these swords represent. When it's like, damn, I know something is up. Something doesn't make sense. And this happened a few times here. Each time. All right, and we know that to be true because we got the Ten of Wands and we got the Ten of Swords. And we also got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So we know that there were a couple of times here where your intuition went off because you're highly intuitive. So it's going to be hard for you to tell me that you didn't notice it, you didn't pay attention. If you think back in retrospect, process this information that went on, think back in retrospect, you will realize that your intuition went off and you didn't pay attention to it. You ignored it. All right. So the Eight of Swords is in reverse. So now you got clarity. All right. Because you started thinking. And like, wait a minute. Okay. So that's what happened here. So let's see what this is all about. Is this a relationship? Is this a business deal? What is this about? So what's this Ten of Wands in reverse about? I didn't want to make this video too long. So we're just going to do the one card. Why is it Ten of Wands in reverse for Cancer? Alright, so we got the Lord card. The Lord card to me talks about taking control of a situation. Someone who has the resources and materials to do what it is that they need to do. But this is also someone who exudes leadership, who takes control of a situation. So with the Ten of Wands in reverse here, what you did was you took control of the situation and you let the burden go. Okay? You dropped it. Now the challenge was this Tower moment. Because that's what the challenge was. You only let it go because of this Tower moment. Alright? And we have the Malady card. Alright? So this was something that was physically stressful for you. Emotionally stressful for you. It was something that you put so much energy and effort into that if you would have kept doing it, it wouldn't have been good for you physically. Okay? It's something that could have been, had you head sick. Okay? Love sick. Doesn't have to be necessarily physically, but it was a situation where you were not well. Okay? It was a situation that wasn't going to end well for you. Hence the person in the bed trying to get better. It wasn't going to end well for you, whether physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. It wasn't going in your favor. Now, your spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors want you to embody or keep in mind the Seven of Wands in reverse energy. And that's to stop fighting yourself, because the Seven of Wands is a Leo energy card. Leo is all about the self. Okay? And with the Seven of Wands, that's Leo and Mars. Okay? So Mars is all about fighting. It's the warrior. This came in reverse. The universe is saying, stop fighting this. Stop fighting this change. It's not going to do anything but bring you despair. Okay? So stop fighting it. Now where your head is at is the Ten of Swords. It's like you tried to figure out everything that you possibly could do. So not only is it your passions, you had to let go of the passion that you had behind it, but you had to let go of the thought process behind it as well. And we have the Merchant in reverse. So this is a card here when it's in reverse. What am I getting with this energy here? I'm just using these cards intuitively. People get in the comments, no, the card means blah, 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 blah. It could mean whatever it wants, but I'm looking at it from an intuitive perspective. Not everybody reads the cards by the definition of the card. That's the whole purpose of tarot card reading, is to tap into your intuition with these cards. Now, with this Merchant card in reverse, this Merchant energy is somebody who has plans for business. Plans to make money, plans to expand, which is why we got the water in the background. Somebody who wants to not only make money locally, but make money overseas as well. In reverse here, this is a situation that you're not going to be able to expand and grow upon, is what I'm getting here. And it could be to the point where it could have started messing with your finances. A lot of people don't believe this, but when you're in a relationship that's no good for you, not only can it take a toll on your physical health, but it can take a toll on your finances as well. Okay, so this could have been a business partnership. All right, doesn't necessarily have to be love, but this could have been a business partnership that you were participating in, because we have the Lord card. He is somebody who's like the emperor. Okay, he has a lot of money. He's well known in the community. He does a lot of business with people. He's a shot caller. Okay, he's a leader. All right, he has employees. Okay, he has land. All right, and so with the Merchant in reverse, this is telling me that there could have been a business deal that went bad, because you could have been dealing with someone. It could have been control issues. It could be that, there was just not a meeting of the minds. Okay, but this could also be a love situation where someone, because you were putting so much energy and effort into this situation, you weren't functioning the way you need to function in reference to making your money. Now the outcome is the Magician here, and we have the Thought card that came out in reverse. So yeah. See, the Magician card is saying you weren't thinking right. Your thought process was all wrong with this. All right? You were not thinking in the manner in which you should have been thinking in. All right? So let's get you some advice. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you, and then I'll let you guys go. All right. So, what messages of advice do we have for my Cancerian massive in reference to this situation? Some of you, you know, you're still fighting it. You're still fighting it after all of this. Okay. So we got co-create. Co-create. Number 40. Okay, number 4 is all about stability. Mental, emotional, spiritual, mental stability. Alright, so this situation was not giving you that stability. So let's take a look and see what this message is all about. So 40, it says creativity. It says art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. Now, if this was a relationship situation, it says connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You're going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now and the very embodiment of beauty. So this is about you keeping your mind open. So for some of you, again, it's all about your thought process in a situation. Some of you didn't want to let the relationship that you were in go. You were fighting for this, but the universe is saying that there was something better for you. And to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You know, keep your heart open, but let this situation go. All right. Now, if this is about business here, it says flashes of inspiration give you rise to great success when you receive this message. You're at the most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled through a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. So what this is telling me is the business deal or the business situation that you were in, you know, it wasn't for you. That's why it was so much work and difficulty. Yeah, there's supposed to be hard work for you to get to where you need to get to. But this was an overmounting amount of work. And your intuition, like I said, was telling you that it was going off, but you were trying to ignore it, especially if this was a partnership situation. You were just trying to be a teammate. But the lesson learned in this is that, you know, unfortunately, you have to pay attention to your instincts. And if that means, and I don't mean unfortunately, but you have to pay attention to your instincts. Unfortunately, if that means the end of a partnership or a business deal is not going to work out and your gut is telling you, it's up to you, because some of you lost some money. Okay, with the Merchant in reverse, with the Ten of Swords energy. Some of you lost money, all because you weren't following your intuition and your gut. All right? So Cancer, that is what I have for you. Let me know if this resonated in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Peace out, Cancer.